What's going on, everybody? Trae for Pay back in the building, and this is going to be a quick little story time video about the time I got fired from my last job for basically reporting somebody that was, I guess you could say, bullying me at work. So it goes like this: I got hired for this cryptocurrency company, which I will never do again. Like, people that work in the crypto field, man, I feel pretty bad for you. It's a super competitive field to be in. You really got to be on your P's and Q's. Like, you have to at all times stay updated on like the newest tokens. You have to know the different names for them and stuff like that. I'm not gonna get into it like that, but you got to be very knowledgeable of the crypto space to basically stay in it and be respected. Yeah, I got hired for this company, and basically the dude that was supposed to be training me turned out to be a douchebag, man. A pretty bad person. But he was just the kind of guy where he would insult you, and he would kind of dance around the insult without directly calling you stupid. He would send me large paragraphs. I used to dread every time I would ask him for advice, because I had to basically report to him every day, and it was just the worst thing on planet Earth, having to like ask this dude a question so I could just get my work done. He responds with a paragraph of how incompetent I am. Why can't you just do this and that and this? And I'm sitting here like, yeah, but can you give me the answer so I can finish doing my work? I didn't ask you for your opinion on me as a person. You know, it always turned into that. We finally reached this point where like I just couldn't take it anymore. I downloaded some software on my computer, and I messaged him, and I was like, hey, because I couldn't get it to work. Like, it kept giving me an error message every time I opened it. Sent him a message. I said, hey, this program's not working. It's giving me, and I copied and pasted what the error message said, and I sent it to him. He responds with about 2 paragraphs. What did he say? I almost wish I could pull it back up, because I took screenshots, which I'll get to that later on, to send to my boss. No. He said, your job is to know how to do this and that. So don't message me anymore asking me about this and that, or asking me for advice on it. Just get it done. It was crazy because I was told to report to him for those specific reasons. And so him telling me to just get it done, and then he was giving me a time frame to do it, and I was like, dude, it's not working. That was kind of the straw that broke the camel's back. I messaged the boss. I told him, I was like, hey, this guy, he's making me pretty much consider like letting the position go, because every day I wake up, I dread coming to work. I dread dealing with this dude. Like, it's a really simple job, but dealing with this guy is just, it's garbage, man. So my boss gives me a call. We sit on the phone for like 10-15 minutes. And keep in mind, I forgot to tell this part. My boss and this dude are pretty much best friends. They go to basketball games together. They go out eating together. They hang out after work all the time. When we have like our weekly meetings, the boss always talks about what they did together. They're cracking inside jokes. Yeah, they like each other a lot. And even the other employees, they thought he was just like, he was the life of the party. But when it came to me, it was always, you're just an idiot. Yeah, me and him never had any moments where it was like, oh, we're having a good time, this is so fun. Like, he never cracked jokes with me, never any of that. It was just always, did you do this? Oh, you got it done? I wanted it done in 5 minutes. How long did it take you? 5 minutes and 3 seconds? Why can't you do anything right? Like, that was just his attitude towards me. Yeah, I tell the boss about it. We have a phone call. He was like, oh, well, can you send me screenshots of this? I already had it. Dude, I was stacking screenshots of the crazy messages this dude was sending me. So I send the boss a whole folder full of stuff. I'm like, man, here you go. Look at what your boy is doing, man. Look at that. That's your homie. He looks at it and he's like, wow, this is super disrespectful stuff. I'll have a talk with him. Talks to him, and then he tells me like, okay, I spoke to him, and I assure you this will never happen again. Cool. Okay. So I stick around at the job. I don't let it go like I intended to. But I forgot to mention, I keep forgetting certain parts. I'm sorry, like I'm jumping all over the place. Bad at telling stories, but so basically, this job, it was a full time job, but it only paid me $10 an hour. I got bills. I have. I'm not gonna list off my bills, but I got bills. I started applying to other jobs, not with the intention of letting that job go, but I had so much downtime. Like I could basically have a part time while doing this one. So my intention was I'm gonna work this job, which is a full time, and I'm gonna do this on the side. So I was applying to part time jobs. My boss somehow finds out, and then he calls me. He was like, "Hey, so I found out you were applying to other jobs. Like, what is that about?" I told him, I was like, "Man, you know, it boils down to I only make this much an hour, about $10, and I really, I got stuff, other expenses that I have to take care of in my life, and so it's not me trying to like let your job go or anything. I'm just trying to have like more income and stuff. That's all it really was." So he said like, "Oh yeah, I completely understand. You could have just told me that it was about that, and we would have done whatever." But my thing is, I didn't want to tell him because I don't. Who wants to have that talk with somebody and make them feel like I don't care about the job and I don't care about what you're doing for me? Just give me more money. I didn't want to be like that grimy individual. But yeah, that's why I never brought it up to him. But lo and behold, 2 weeks later, I get fired. And he sends none other than the guy that I've always had issues with, my supervisor, to fire me. So my supervisor calls me on the phone and says, "Hey, is this a good time?" Which my supervisor never calls me, so I pretty much knew what it was right from the jump. And he was just like, "Yeah, so we we decided that we hired another person and we don't want to have this position as remote anymore. So we appreciate everything you did, and we're just gonna send you your last paycheck now." I was like, "Cool. Thank you guys for everything." And that was the end of it. It was a really bad job, dude. Terrible vibes. Like, it was an easy job that could have been really simple, but I had to be under a person that was just like a rude individual, you know? You could tell the guy was power tripping because he said it was his first manager position. He was fresh out of college and he had never been a manager before. You could tell this dude dreamed of having somebody under him that he could raise his fist at and say, "Do it, hurry up and do it." Like, he's just one of those weird dudes, man. I really hate that I had to experience that, and I feel bad for anybody else that's experienced it before. Yo, if anybody out there is going through that, you know, keep your head up, man. Please try to find something else that doesn't drain you of your happiness and make you feel like you're less than a person. Let me know down in the comment section some stories you got about experiences at the workplace like this, or anything that you've dealt with in a similar situation. But I'll catch you guys in the next one, man. This is Trae for Pay, and hope you did something good for somebody today. Hope somebody did something good for you. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.